to the picture. The last one.
It's Yaddle Channel!
Yaddle Channel!
Whoa! Don't blow out their speakers, Jedi Jared. Of course, my name is Darth David, baby, and this is the... Oh! Well, look who gets the applause finally.
Finally.
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
It's the first episode of Yaddle Channel, a Star Wars podcast of 2023. We are very excited. Episode 38. Here we go, baby. Here we come. Yaddle Channel fans, without any further ado, you know me. I'm Darth David, Davey Mack, Eastside Dave. I go by Darth David on Yaddle Channel. With me, though, is the co-host of Yaddle Channel, and we're going to have a talk right at the very beginning of the show. Darth David has heard your thoughts about my co-host, and I will address them at the very beginning. Ladies and gentlemen, put them together for Jedi Jared!
Oh, well, thank you very much, David. And I know what you're going to say.
Cease talking, Jared! Because we have now decided to set Jared up literally 1 inch from the microphone.
I'm on top of the microphone.
He's literally on top of the microphone. And this is what we've decided to do. Because the Dave man heard you loud and clear. See, people like you, Jared, you drive me insane. In fact, I fucking hate you!
That's
because everyone then says, Davey Mack, get a good microphone, get some good equipment. I go, this is a fucking $350 microphone. It's HD, beautiful, goddamn, there's settings, it's a fucking perfect microphone. The camera's HD, everything's about it. It's high class, believe it or not. Everything I do is high class. I care. I don't care about shutting off the music, apparently, but I care. And you son of a bitch, you talk so quietly that some people don't even realize we go to the bother of doing this in the same fucking room. They think we're doing it on Zoom, and they're like, Jared's connection stinks. I go, Jared is sitting 6 inches from me. There was no shortage of comments on YouTube, Instagram, at Eastside Dave TV.
I know.
Go check out Yaddle Channel. Watch the playlist. We've organized Yaddle Channel. And then if you really want, all of the Watchers episodes are archived underneath the Yaddle episodes. We're using the Watchers feed for Yaddle Channel episodes. Who knows? Maybe there will be a Watchers reunion or some kind of Watchers special in the future. For now, it's about the Star Wars.
Thank you, Kevin Flynn.
It's something that I've wanted to do my entire life and decided, you know what? I'm taking the Watchers feed and I'm putting it on Yaddle Channel. It's a goddamn movie. But nevertheless, I got people on the YouTube, people on the Instagram at Eastside Dave TV, at Eastside Dave, people on Twitter at Eastside Dave. They all say the same thing. They said, "Thank you for this entire year of Star Wars shows." A lot of new fans, a lot of people saying, "Man, this came out of nowhere." All of a sudden, people are saying, I got one of my favorite new Star Wars podcasts. I got one of my favorite new podcasts, period.
Oh, wow.
In
really?
2022. But every fucking person says the same thing. In 2023, Davey Mack, Darth David, could you for Christmas or Jedi Jared for Hanukkah get a goddamn microphone? I hate using a laptop. I hate using a fucking Campbell soup can. I got a $350 microphone right here. Look at this thing. That's a good microphone, ain't it?
Sure, yeah.
It's because you're a very meek, talking little maggot.
Oh, I thought you were going to use a different word.
What word did you? I mean, in Yaddle Channel, we call ourselves two Quentin Tarantino fans watching and reviewing the Star Wars saga. That's the easiest in a nutshell. We're probably the most hardcore talking show. What is this? A little feedback? Jared,
yeah.
we're going to do a new policy here.
Well, look.
Brand new policy. Hold on, look.
I heard...
Here's the new policy, right? Look at this. I got another one of these things. You like this? I think this one's even better than the other one. I'm gonna take off a little echo. A lot of dials here too. I love that. Ooh, look at that. You like that? You like it? You want a little more echo? What do you want? More echo?
Can you do like batting first, New York Yankees?
Now batting. Oh yeah, the speaker's right here. Now batting. Number 23, Don Mattingly. Number 23. That's how Bob Shepard used to do it, the Yankees announcer. Anyway, listen, PA announcer, listen to me. From now on, if you fuck up, I'm going to take this goddamn microphone, brand new microphone, fun little karaoke microphone that we got for Christmas, and I'm just going to say, louder! Louder, Jared! Louder! Maybe I'll do it in Palpatine's voice. Louder! And it's going to be annoying as fuck. It's going to be absolutely annoying. But I have to do it. You start off strong, oftentimes in Yaddle Chattel, but it's like as if you've eaten too many milk and cookies and halfway through the show you get tired and you want to take a nappy. And so you start doing your Jedi, Betty Bye voice, where it's like,
hi, no one can hear me. No human ears can actually hear my voice, but I liked Andor. I thought it was good.
That's my impression of you halfway into the show, not at the beginning.
All right, I will do my best to keep my energy up throughout the whole show. I will speak up. I heard what Kevin Flynn had to say on YouTube.
You're looking at me. Now, here's the other thing.
Well,
I instructed you a very simple cheat code. We are doing this show stupidly for YouTube. Really, it's a podcast for iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music. That's what we care about.
I was always...
But nevertheless, because there's a goddamn camera screen here and everything is synced up, you can look at me through the fucking screen.
Oh, God.
If you have to make eye contact. It's called being in show business, you little fuck.
I don't want to be in show business.
You are!
Oh, no.
You wanted to do Yaddle Chattel.
I did?
Yes!
Oh, well.
Yes!
Well then.
Yes! You had all these little maggot ideas of Davey Mac Empire. Dave, you should do this and this and this and this. And I go, okay, I like that one. I need a little bit of... Because I can't be fucking talking for goddamn 90 hours a week. You understand that I'm a morning radio star, WRAT 95.9 FM, number one radio station in New Jersey. You're looking at the number one morning radio host in New Jersey, Eastside Dave. Check me out, WRAT.com. You can even listen nationally, should you want. We play the rock and roll, but we also mix it up with a little bit of laughs, too. Anyway, what were you going to say?
Nothing. Nothing at all. Let's get to the Star Wars. Now that you've chewed me out, and I've heard...
I gotta get water. I chewed you up so good.
Should I stretch? Oh, God.
A little more.
Fucking
harder.
sore as fuck.
Yeah. Stretch that back, too.
You have fucking...
Stretch the back. Here. Ready? Stretch like this, right? Like that. Do what I do, because I played baseball. You fucking never played a goddamn sport in your entire life.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I hit 380. Karate. Volunteer karate. Where you pay some fucking guy to get beat up by you, don't count, bro. And that's exactly what happens. I got a source at that dojo of yours. They say Jared goes in $50 and tells the guy, just let me kick you in the face for 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna tell everyone I'm a black belt. I know that for a fact. I got it. God, the cashier, Ramon at the fucking dojo, told me that.
There is no Ramon.
Hey, listen, I got a source, and you got a source.
All
and
right,
we all got a source.
all right. First off, shout out to Hollis Gracie Jiu-Jitsu Academy of Old Bridge. We now have a new academy down in Long Branch, New Jersey. Please come by, take a class. Everyone there is super cool.
Wait, we?
Yeah.
You work for this place?
No, I'm a member of the gym.
But I mean, it's like you're plugging them.
We're a family.
You're saying we.
We're family.
Yeah, but how much money do you pay that guy to let you, so that you can kick him in the face?
You don't.
That's what I
yeah, and here's the thing, David. There's no kicking in jiu-jitsu. It's all ground fighting, baby.
Now you're looking at me again.
I'm sorry.
Voice.
I was taught to look at someone in the eye when you're having a conversation with them.
You're looking at me in the eye through the monitor, stupid.
It's called having manners.
Yes. No manners apply in the world of radio, podcasting, television, or film. You throw fucking manners right out the fucking window. You understand? You don't even fucking forget about manners. Look at that. Because every time you turn your head, the one thing about this microphone, it's unbelievable. All you have to do is speak towards it. You see how my head is always tilted towards the mic, folks? Now, but you turn your head and then the goddamn words go over there.
My mouth is on the microphone.
No, it's the front. It's the front. You're on the side. You got that.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Not for fuck's sake. That's how the goddamn show will sound better in 2023. Because I ain't taking any more fucking emails from people. Get a new microphone. I'm not getting a new one. The microphone is perfect. It's this motherfucker. Gotta get a new voice box. For Jedi Jared, that's what we gotta get. New voice box, a new tongue.
I got a big fat
Maybe we'll
tongue.
get you a little hair. What if we're getting all these different body parts?
That would be fucking... If this could magically grow back, that would be...
forget it. Don't be one of those guys.
What? I'm going... Oh, next week I'm getting the shave. I'm getting the shave this weekend.
Would you ever do the hair treatment?
Oh, what your
I'm not.
what your former employer used to get?
Why would you bring up anyone specific? I'm just saying.
Those were individually placed follicles.
Well,
no.
I just always feel like you look like James Dolan, the owner of the Knicks, who's just a little fat guy who is clearly bald, and then he's got this like beautiful, nice little haircut, and it just looks so fake. I just feel like it's as fake looking as a toupee to me.
No, when I go get my haircut,
Like, I'd rather actually have Maury's wigs than the fucking hair treatment. At least you can buy it.
Oh, no. Whenever I go, you've seen me with a fresh cut. I get a 0. Like, they don't bick it, but it's...
I'll shave your head right here on the air. How much money do you pay?
I get a beard trim, too.
How much money?
Like $25.
How many times a month do you do this?
I get my haircut every 6 weeks.
Motherfucker.
What?
I want that 20 going forward. Let me.
No.
I
support a guy that like my brother grew up with. He owns the barber, like the local. I drive all the way to Spotswood,
What
New
about
Jersey.
me? You came in here
To Ralph's
to
Barbershop,
first
Spotswood, New Jersey.
First episode of the year, and you came in with almost 0 show prep. I couldn't fucking believe it. Ladies and gentlemen, at 4:30 in the morning, you have one goddamn email.
No.
Let the funny fucking guy tell the story for a second. At 4:30 in the morning,
5:30.
I go, hey, Jared, we're doing Yaddle Channel. It's Thursday. We release them on Friday. Jared, we're doing Yaddle Channel tonight, right? And, oh, yeah. And then I go, okay, so we're going to talk about the first 2 episodes of The Bad Batch. Okay, brand new season 2 of The Bad Batch is here. And I go, and you know what he says? I haven't watched them yet. Did you or did you not say that?
Yeah, I said that.
The show came out yesterday.
Yeah.
You have a goddamn Star Wars podcast. You wouldn't watch new episodes of a fucking Star Wars show?
I literally had no fucking time yesterday.
This fucking guy. Can I just say, every single human being on the... I've gone into this diatribe before, and I'm going to do it again. Every human being on the planet pretends that they're busier than they are. Being a morning radio star, I wake up at 4:30 a.m.
And what time do you get done with work?
10:30 a.m.
Okay. Well, the rest of humanity...
Hold on! I have to finish my job! I got this podcast! I got the fucking sports pod! David Mack Sports Program! Eastside Davidson Wrestling Show!
I'm not... No. You're going after my work ethic, and fuck that shit. No. Whoa, Kimasabi. I get up just as early as you. I have to fucking commute. I don't live 15 minutes away from my fucking work.
I don't live 15 minutes away. I live 5. Literally 5.
Sorry.
Actually, if I drive faster, I can get to my radio station 3.5 minutes. It's the greatest commute. Do you know what life is like when you have a 3.5 minute commute to work? It's actually being in heaven.
No, I would never know what that's like because I've spent the last 11 years on the fucking road.
Why don't you open your business by now?
I opened up a business. I'm never doing that again.
What? Well, I didn't know.
Yeah, you guys used... yeah, I had
we used to what?
No, you didn't do it. Someone else did.
Oh. Leave me
I
alone.
owned a beverage distribution company.
Oh, that. I thought you just worked for the beverage distribution.
No, I started out as originally a beverage distributor, and then I got brought into the company.
This is Long Island Iced Tea?
Yeah. I owned my own
I told
company.
you about that. That was the stupidest fucking beverage name ever.
It was a great idea.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is no shit. I swear to God, I wish
didn't
this
come up
wasn't
with the
work.
fucking
I
name.
swear I wish this wasn't work. He literally got into the fucking... He got into the iced tea business somehow and started selling iced teas. And the name of the iced tea was Long Island Iced Tea, which everyone on the planet Earth who's over 21 years old, at least who grew up in the 90s and early 2000s and who's 35 years or
Yes,
above.
it's all 4 clears.
Everyone
I know
knows
what a Long Island iced tea
there's a
is.
Long Island iced tea already. You were selling an iced tea that had 0% alcohol. It wasn't alcohol, and you were calling it Long Island iced tea. So you're going to strike out on both counts. Whereas the parents are not going to allow their fucking kids to drink something called a Long Island iced tea. Then the
That's
fucking
the bit.
drinkers are not going to want your shitty fucking drink because it's got 0% booze in it.
Well-
So you have a demographic of 0 people. I told you. Did I tell you you should have changed the name of that company? We were in the car.
It's not my fucking company to change
You
it.
should have told the boss. Maybe he would have considered that a fucking...
No, and in fact, all the fucking sales data proves you fucking wrong because we brought more fucking people in. We grew the fucking category. But what the fuck would you know about the beverage industry or the food sales?
First of all,
I've been doing this for fucking 11 years. You've been a broadcaster. You show me how to broadcast. I've been doing fucking food sales and distribution and logistics for fucking over a decade now.
You're looking at me.
And now you're gonna fucking
Scream.
now you're gonna tell me that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
time out.
It's
You
called
just
a conversation
said-
starter.
You just said that the Long Island iced teas went out of business.
Yeah,
Now
but not because of that.
that's fucking great. This is one of the classic Yaddle Chow moments of all time.
It didn't come
I
out. It
swear to
didn't go
God.
out of business because
It went out of business. There's no more Long Island iced tea
It was a
company,
gr-
right?
no.
Did the drink taste good?
Yes.
So what else was it except for the fucking name and branding, then, stupid?
No, it was mismanagement by the CEO, and there was a lot of dude. You could look-
Mismanagement was the name.
No, it wasn't even that. There was some.
I am a parent. I would not go into a store and let my kid have something called a Long Island iced tea.
Sure, you would. If
No,
you,
I wouldn't.
You would look at the bottle.
Snapple. No, I'm not gonna fucking be a parent and then be judged. You know how this fucking parenting goes? Everyone's got fucking phones. You're in the goddamn park with your kid. You're trying to play football. Kid goes, can't get something to drink. He gets a little Long Island iced tea. All of a sudden, you got 35 moms fucking taking the pictures.
And guess
Look at
what?
this guy.
And guess what? We made special little bottles for the school districts that were called Long Beach iced tea.
Did they sell?
Yeah.
That Long Beach is okay. That's all I was saying. There's already a famous alcoholic drink called Long Island
It's a
iced tea.
play on that.
You should have done Long Beach from fucking day one.
No, because it's a
You're just not
conversation
gonna listen.
starter.
Wait, listen.
I sold thousands
Can
of
we
cases.
talk about the Bad Batch? We're all hopped up.
Fine. Let's talk about Omega.
Bad Batch Season 2 premiered with 2 episodes. And Jared did not watch any of them, but don't worry, Yaddleheads.
I
Darth
did.
Darth David forced him to watch them in this glorious apartment before the program tonight.
Well, no. Let's rewind a little bit. You get done at 10 o'clock, right?
10 a.m. Yeah.
10 a.m. Okay. I'm still working
Yes,
at
sir.
10 a.m. I'm still working at
Yes.
12 p.m.
Correct. Uh-oh, look at this. Go ahead.
I'm still working at 2 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still working at 4 p.m. Sometimes I work past 5. Whoa. Then there's this thing called a commute.
So what is your point here?
Not everyone works 4 hours a day and lives literally right next door to where they work.
First of all, it's a 6 hour. I get up at 4:30. Okay, I get into work at 5. You know me, I love a shower, which is 30 minutes to 40 minutes of bathing time for the Dave Man. It's one of my favorite things to do. I always tell Jared, don't come here without a 30-minute heads up. Because I do what's called a shower. 10-minute shower, 15-minute bath, 5-minute shower.
Actually, I didn't know that. I'm learning new information.
Shower,
right now.
bath, shower. Because I love baths and they actually help my back. However, if you're not clean, you're just sitting in your own fucking dirt. Your own piss and shit. What kind of animal are you? So I take a 10 to 15-minute shower. Then we do the bath. That's another 15 to 20 minutes. And then we do a post, because then I don't want to be all sudsy, right? I don't want to be soapy. So then I do about 5 to 10 minute shower down, kind of a cool down process. Yeah, my showers go from anywhere between 30 to 45 minutes every single day. It's a routine. And I tell them, don't even, before you come here, let me know so I can begin the shower, bath, shower process. But you were here early today.
Well, I was under the impression that when we had last spoke, you were like, just come here. Because I told you where I was coming from.
No, you made the right call. You made the right call. So, Bad Batch.
Yes.
Season 2.
Very cinematic. High production value.
Okay.
I
Talk to me.
like that they're putting money back into
The animation does look great. I noticed that with the final season of the Clone Wars. I told you we discussed this. I said that final season's good enough for a movie. Those last 4 episodes of the Clone Wars with Ahsoka, just release them as a movie because animation wise, I'm seeing as good animation with Star Wars than anything that Pixar, DreamWorks, or what have you are doing. I'm actually really digging the Star Wars animation for sure. So I agree with you on that.
It's grown on me. I would have loved to have seen a Pixar Star Wars movie, and I was like thinking that that's what they were going to do with the original cast.
I don't like that. That's
Why?
campy.
It'd be fun.
Well, because they'll all be little short, round people, big eyes. I don't need that. It's like I don't buy the Star Wars plush toys. I know, maybe I'm old school. But I'll buy anything Star Wars, but I don't like Star Wars stuffed animals where like they make Leia's eyes like an alien's. Like she's got huge fucking eyeballs. And it's like, what are we doing? Don't change her up.
Doe eyes. That's what they're doing.
Doe eyes. Don't give me doe eyes on humans. Doe eyes on Grogu? That's cool. Not doe eyes on a human. I want to bring something up. I think actually right now is the time to bring it up. There's a controversy. A fresh new goddamn fucking controversy with Star Wars.
What is it?
I was not aware of this one. Apparently the hashtag unwhitewash the Bad Batch is going around because they feel like the Bad Batch their skin has been lightened. Their skin tone has been lightened to look more European as opposed to Tamora Morrison, who is, how do you pronounce that? Maui?
Yeah, he's
from New Zealand.
He's a Pacific Islander.
It's yes, akin to maybe a Native American in America.
Yeah, but like,
right? Am I right about that?
Yeah, but there's him and another actor, and then even like The Rock, because The Rock's half black, half Polynesian.
Samoan, right?
Yeah, I consider Pacific Islander, Polynesian, like very similar.
Now, is this something that you noticed? The lightening of skin? I had to get the pictures in front of me, and it seemed like, I mean, maybe there is. See, it's difficult for me to.
But the whole thing is that they're genetically different than the rest of the clones.
There's a couple
That's
things.
The entire premise.
They
of the
are
Bad
different
Batch.
from the clones. So they were going to make them look different. And even something as subtle as a skin tone, I guess they felt like, hey, we can either light it up, darken it up, this or that. But the other thing that I was thinking is that it's difficult sometimes to even judge what a normal live action human would look like in these shows, because Rebels, Clone Wars, they have stylized artwork. Everyone's features are like thin and drawn.
Yeah.
And that was another criticism, was they're thinning the nose and this and that. And I'm like, everyone's nose looks like that. Like, they just make everyone look very thin and stylized on these shows.
That was like
so I don't think it's as much about making people try to look European as it is their stylistic little drawings. You see what I'm saying?
They all have like square heads.
Yeah.
Like it's very much like
They look like drawings. So it's different. if you like, we're getting into don't whitewash a cartoon. Like, I don't know. Now, if you had 5 blonde guys, each one looked like Mark Hamill, and this was a live action show, and they were playing the Bad Batch, then yeah, I would say that's fucked up. Because I'd say that they're trying to, do something weird with the Bad Batch and make him, then I would say they're trying to make him European and this and that. If this was a live action thing, is what I'm saying. And you had, European blondish actors, yeah, I would have an issue with that. I would. Because I would think, well, what the fuck? These guys don't look like clones. They look like, blonde. They look like they should be in ABBA, for Christ's sakes. Not in the fucking Bad Batch. But with the drawing, I don't know. And I really feel on my bigger point, and then we'll jump back into the Bad Batch.
Isn't Hunter supposed to be Rambo? Like,
looks just
he
like
looks
Rambo.
just like Stallone.
But my bigger point, and it's not I want to jump back into the Bad Batch in a second, is that too much controversy from the fans in Star Wars for me these days. It's really off-putting. I'm fucking sick and tired of it.
Well, it's clickbait.
And then you have these actors that think that every fucking Star Wars fan is complaining and bitching and moaning about something. Eventually, people will turn this into a trend where Disney will say, fuck them. We already have these movies. All we need to do is sell merch. All we need to do is just re-release stuff. Have theatrical re-releases, sell merch, have the Star Wars land, and we don't have to get this shit on our hands anymore. And that's a viable option, folks. We are now bringing our fucking asshole controversy, Star Wars controversy, to cartoons. Can we get a grip? Can anyone just watch some? Look, I don't care. You're allowed to have an opinion. If you don't like something, don't like it. But can't it be as simple as, boy, this show sucks. I'm turning the channel. Can we get back to those time periods instead of everyone feeling so fucking entitled that every goddamn little quibble that they have with a show or a movie is the biggest offense to them and their goddamn whatever. I'm sick of it. The Bad Batch. I was thinking at least I'll get a new Star Wars content and something that will be controversy free before we jump into Mando in March. And we can't even have that. Comments and opinions. You're on the button, Jared.
No, I think it's contrived. It's not real controversy.
And we all know it's fake outrage.
It's clickbait. Well,
but the people doing it on Twitter with the hashtags aren't doing. There's nothing.
There are people
there's no
hashtagging
clickbait.
this?
Yes,
Don't
it was a
listen
hashtag.
to them. They're idiots.
It was a hashtag. That's where it started.
That's
Whitewash
so
the Bad Batch.
fucking stupid. That's so fucking stupid. What? Who cares? Like, I like quality products.
Oh, forget it. It's not is it just about quality? It's about you have to be quality and magically not offend one human being on the planet Earth. And if one person is slightly upset by something you've done on your fictitious cartoon or TV show or movie, then you're the devil. And you're the worst person in the world.
I want, if something's fucking good, it's gonna do well. Like, Coming to America, right?
Starring Eddie Murphy.
Right? It's a black romantic comedy in the late 80s. And it did fucking gangbusters.
Hell yeah, it did.
Why? Because it had hilarious people, talented actors.
Hold on, time out. Somebody just watched Netflix's The Movies That Changed Us. That was one of the episodes. That was like the last episode.
I had watched that a while ago, but every time I circle through, it has the Netflix originals, and that's like the first thing that plays. So I know where you're going. Like,
that was one of them.
Yeah, but
that is what they
he's
said.
He's right though. It's considered like a classic American comedy.
It's a great movie
because it's a
What's your point?
It's a quality film.
What's your point?
Quality should always rise to the top. If it's good, it's good.
That's not the way it is anymore. It's not the way it is anymore. Now you have to have quality and again, you have to have some sort of, you have to avoid every single moral landmine that oversensitive people will have spread out on the field for you.
I know that this doesn't have to necessarily do with Star Wars, but did you hear when Jennifer Lawrence called herself the first female action star?
No, I know. That was literally, that day I melted down so much because, no, that we're going to make it about Star Wars.
Oh, we can make it about Star Wars.
Carrie fucking Fisher, Jennifer! And we will jump back into Bad Batch, I promise you. And I love Sigourney Weaver too. 100%.
And Linda fucking
but
Hamilton.
Carrie Fisher, okay? Never was Carrie Fisher some sort of damsel in distress, ever.
No, she's the first.
She literally
she picks up a
rolled
gun.
up her sleeves, grabbed the gun from Luke Skywalker, blasts a fucking hole in the wall so that they could jump down into the garbage chute. Literally, within the first 15 seconds of meeting these people, she is the one in charge, leading the way, telling them into the fly chute, or into the chute, fly boy. Like, Carrie Fisher, badass, punching people in the face, classic, beautiful, but also able to lead, military leader. What the fuck, Jennifer Lawrence? As a Carrie Fisher fan, I swear to God I was throwing shit in my goddamn apartment. Throwing shit. And I'll tell you one thing. I took out my Hunger Games Jennifer Lawrence action figure. I chopped her fucking head off. You know
Well,
what
yeah,
I
you
did?
didn't have to go that far.
I got a spare Leia. I have like 8, Leia's the same type of action figure. Put the Leia head on top of Jennifer Lawrence. So that's it. And I would like it if people started to CGI Carrie Fisher's head over Jennifer Lawrence in all Jennifer Lawrence projects. Hell, I'll make this full circle. We're just talking about being offended. I was offended by that comment. So, I'm offended. I want Jennifer Lawrence completely erased from the planet Earth. Right? That's how it works?
Yeah.
And I want Carrie Fisher's head over Jennifer Lawrence's head in every single fucking movie until the end of time. Thank you. Now, can we go to Bad Batch? So we both agree. Hashtag unwhitewash the Bad Batch is a little bit odd for a goddamn kids animated show.
Yeah.
Bringing your fucking politics into it is weird. And also, what are you talking about? There was a black character there, right? The Wanda Sykes.
Oh, yeah.
She's joined the show. They said Wanda Sykes will be a major component in this series. And just, so stop it. Stop bringing current events or political agendas into Star Wars. Regardless of what you think, you go back and you read articles from George Lucas from 1977. You know what he said? Because everyone's under this delusion, well, Star Wars has always been bullshit. I happen to have the fucking article in my possession of George Lucas saying the last 10 years with the Vietnam War has been murder on people's minds and bodies and souls. I wanted escapism. I wanted people to escape current everyday events and the news. So I came up with Star Wars. It's always been that way, you fucks.
That's ironic that he said that, because a few years later, he'd want to take Conrad's novel and go back to Vietnam.
What?
Yeah, Apocalypse Now was his idea.
No, wait, what? Apocalypse Now? Oh, okay. No. Coppola always wanted to do that.
No.
He had Heart of Darkness.
No, that was Lucas's idea. Lucas went to Milius and said, I want to do Conrad's novel in Vietnam.
That was 10 years before Apocalypse Now came out.
Well, and then he tapped his friend.
Yeah, but it wasn't even the same thing. It was George Lucas actually so crazy that he thought he could get cameras and John Milius and shoot a movie during Vietnam when it was happening. Believe it or not, Lucas wanted to go during the war and see if they could make a movie while there was a war going on. Whereas Coppola said, okay, well, that ain't gonna work. We'll go to the Philippines, no war, 1978, and we'll have control of everything. Still turned out to be a disastrous shoot. The movie itself is a classic.
Yes.
But it was a nightmare.
The last
of a
15
shoot.
minutes are a little off.
What?
Yeah.
Fuck off. And by the way, this ain't the Apocalypse Now Channel.
Well-
It's Yaddle Channel. But fuck you for saying that. That movie's perfect. And I don't like the people who say, well, it's boring after Kilgore. Okay? Now,
I'd say it's boring. I think the last 15 minutes just kind of drag on.
really?
Yeah.
You son of a bitch. Do you know the one thing?
That you like?
That-
With
No!
humanity-
This is Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
The one thing. What's it called? I gotta find it because I gotta plug it for people right now. You're gonna love this.
Okay.
Star Wars Apocalypse Now. So I have several playlists on my YouTube.
Yeah.
Thing.
The one that Mark Hamill tweeted out.
Well, it's called Apocalypse Now, a Star Wars story. Very original title, but that's when they were doing a Star Wars. I thought Rogue One, a Star Wars story. I thought they were gonna do that every single time. Okay, and what I did was I took Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader in Return of the Jedi, where Luke is hiding, and Vader is looking for him. Sister, twin sister, that part.
Yeah.
And then Luke comes out of hiding. And
Yeah,
they have a
yeah.
little- I did the end with the doors properly, the doors, and I kind of patterned out the rhythms. It almost matches up the rhythms of Apocalypse Now. I mean, almost to a T. Brando in the Vader role, and Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker, okay, in the Martin Sheen role. I tweeted out, Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker, retweeted and said, this is excellent. So you can go to YouTube at Eastside Dave TV, and if you want to go to the whole playlist, there's other Star Wars things in there. There's a few Star Wars, there's some 2001 Space Odyssey and other shits. But
I told you-
basically every single one of these videos that I did, it's called the Eastside Dave 3 a.m. playlist.
You should make more of those. I
'Cause-
keep telling you. I've encouraged you.
I did one recently, I think. But every single one of those
Was that the Pokes thing you did?
movies is at 3 a.m. No, something else, I forgot. But nevertheless, the playlist is there. Every single one of those videos, including Apocalypse Now, the Star Wars thing, is created at 3 a.m. Possibly under heavy effects of marijuana. I'm not going to lie.
Well, it's legal here.
I'm just going to tell you. But that one got retweeted by Mark Hamill. If you want to see that. Apocalypse Now, a Star Wars story. Bam. But back to the Bad Batch. Okay. What else? All right, real quick. You just finished Star Wars Rebels?
Yeah.
Wrecker. Same guy as Zeb, isn't he? The more you look at it. Same character.
He's the heavy guy. Not like a heavy and
Too
the bad
similar
guy.
to Zeb? Because I actually went back and watched a few Rebels episodes recently.
Well, he's the gentle.
You actually got me into watching the last few episodes of the final season, season 4.
It's pretty
I
damn
loved it.
good.
I loved it. I had a great time. But then as Zeb got on screen, I go, oh shit, it's Wrecker. Imagine if that was actually Wrecker, like underneath. But we've seen him without his helmet, so we know he's just a big bald guy. Kind of looks like Dave Bautista.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's similar but different enough.
Same thing.
Like
I'm sorry, same thing.
They're this like if there was a video game, it'd be the same class of character.
They're the exact same character. One's purple and one wears armor. Go and watch the
Yeah.
fucking show.
Okay.
Okay, they really are.
Okay.
Even to the point where Zeb even built like a little like bedroom for Ezra at one point. And that's literally what Wrecker did with fucking
Yeah, like the gentle tyrant.
Omega.
Yeah.
Like,
Omega.
yeah.
You have to say it
Omega.
right.
Omega.
Her name's Omega, and you have to do it with the inflection.
Count Dooku in a bit of a renaissance. Tales from the Jedi, we got to see Dooku turning heel, and I loved it. All Dooku stuff in Tales from the Jedi worked brilliantly. And now he wasn't in this episode, of course, he's dead. But they had to go to, Dooku had some fortress, and they had to steal his shit.
Yes.
That's what it was about?
Which is funny because it's about like the spoils of the Clone Wars, basically, and how Dooku was hoarding all of this wealth
Which is very realistic because we know
No,
that the Nazis stole all kinds of shit,
But
and
the
paintings and stuff.
whole point,
Stored it.
the whole point of the Clone Wars was the Separatists were pissed off at the Republic for being corrupt politicians.
It turns out the Separatists were right this entire time. We all owe the Separatists a huge apology.
But the Separatists, Count Dooku was Palpatine's
Head.
Palpatine's counterpoint.
Head.
Okay, I'm here. I'm looking right at you, right over there. Okay? I'm looking right into the camera.
Continue your speech, young Jedi.
You're breaking my thought of train. So,
You've forgotten your speech, haven't you, young
No.
Jedi? Your concentration skills are feeble.
bullshit, they're not feeble.
Feeble, young Jedi! If you're so easily distracted by Darth David and his brand new microphone.
Are you finished?
Now I am.
So the whole point
Yes.
of the Separatists,
Goodbye. Until we meet again, Jedi.
they were just as corrupt as the Empire, as the Senate then. Because
Yeah,
if he had this gigantic war chest and they were like getting beat that badly, clearly he didn't order enough droids.
Yeah.
Or he could have paid and had another conscripted army or some shit. But it clearly shows that, well, Dooku's supposed to be wealthy himself, right?
Yeah, he's a count.
He's like
He's a
count.
Yeah.
So, I mean, some of that was probably personal or family wealth, but there was a shit ton of wealth if there was like 3 galactic carriers.
I know. And so he had that, and that was the big adventure for both episodes. And I guess one of the more memorable things was at the end of the episode where that guy, that Imperial, who we do know is a problem. We saw him on season 1. He was one of the guys, sniffing around Kamino and this and that. And that guy, he went to another clone, a bad clone. Well, not bad clone, but a clone that's working for the Empire. And he said, so what's the story here? And the guy said, well, the Bad Batch is back. They're alive. And that guy didn't want to hear that. So he shoots and kills that clone trooper.
That was very Andor-ish. That's something that like someone in Andor would do. Like that's something Dedra would do.
I like it. I like that character.
Covering their tracks.
Yeah.
They're very ambitious, obviously.
Yeah, and they don't want to die. Tarkin finds out that the Bad Batch is still running around. He's going to be like, what the fuck is the matter with you? What he's going to say.
And he's going to fire him or kill him.
Boy. So, all in all, takeaways from the Bad Batch.
I liked it. I could totally see what everyone talks about with the kid thing. Because I saw like very familiar tropes.
What do you mean with the kid thing?
Like, she's always getting into trouble. She's always like...
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what I said.
The idealism always goes
That's
a little
me.
too
You just gave credit to everyone.
Well,
on Yaddle Channel, I said that the fucking character is getting repetitive. I brought the theory of we saw it with Ahsoka. Then we see it with Ezra. Now we see it with Omega. Law of diminishing returns. You could argue Grogu is the same sort of... It's a kid with a badass soldier or group, and that kid is the social conscious, and that kid is the morality. This is my fucking theory, you jerk.
okay, your theory then.
Well, but I mean, you heard it on Yaddle Channel. You're giving credit to others.
Okay, I'm going to give credit to Darth David.
Thank you. Now go ahead. So are you not becoming a fan of Omega? I gotta be honest.
I'm very lukewarm about it.
I'm not the biggest fan of Omega right now. And I know that's gonna get us tons of heat. Everyone's gonna say, fuck you, Yaddle boys! You motherfucking bitches! And
Fuck you, Yaddle boys!
Oh, is
You
that
don't
her,
like Omega?
Is that her accent?
Yeah.
Doing an impression? Go ahead. Do an Omega impression for everyone.
Hello.
Everyone get ready for the worst
Hun-
impression you've ever heard in your life. Go
Hello, Hunter. I'm Omega.
All right, but don't you want to...
This is a class 4 carrier? Is that what it is?
Shouldn't you be speaking higher with your voice?
I can't.
You just sounded like yourself with a New Zealand accent.
Well, that's how she sounds.
I know, but I thought you were going to do an Omega impression. Wouldn't it be, hello? Hello, Hunter?
Hello, Hunter. Now I'm just doing bad
No,
English.
no, it's terrible. Forget it. That was a bad idea.
I just like the tone and inflection
I'll be honest.
of that Kiwi
I like
stuff.
the Bad Batch. I do. I don't need the kid. This could have been, this show can be cooler with no kid because it can be more A-Team. Or A-Team. It can be more, it can be a little edgier. It's a good idea. You get 4 or 5 fucking clones who, have some thing, and now they're renegades and they're out there. But the kid drags it down for me a little. I'm not gonna lie. She brings down the stakes a little bit to me. You always, at the end of the day, the kid makes it feel like everything will always be okay.
Yeah,
I'm never truly worried about
because the
the
kid
Bad
will never
Batch.
the kid will never die.
Exactly. And so I'm not concerned about the Bad Batch, though, either. And if there was no kid, I think I would have a little anxiety. Like, oh, this is the part where fucking, Echo gets it. Or Tech, even though I can't tell them apart.
Well, Echo looks more like a machine, and Tech has those specs.
I would have thought Tech would have been the guy with the technology on his head.
Yeah,
And with the tech.
but Echo is from the Clone Wars. He got captured.
I don't like this. Can we change one of their names to Frank?
I mean, Echo, that was his
From
name.
now on, can we have Echo be Frank?
And Echo used to be the fucking, the foil.
Here,
I think he was either
new
Rex
idea.
or Cody's.
I want Echo to be called Tech, since Echo literally is wearing the tech on his person. And I want Tech to be called Chuck
Why Chuck?
going forward. Chuck Taylor's. We're going to make sure he wears those shoes, too, for every Bad Batch. And we're going to get a Converse sponsorship. See? This is what I bring to the table, Kathy Kennedy. Or should I be talking to your your boss, Bob Iger? Really, he is your Bob, ain't he? You know what I'm talking. Bob, give me a call. I got all kinds of ideas. So, ultimately for me, I enjoy the show. I do. I'm not going to lie. The show, sometimes I find myself struggling to truly get into it the way I could with the Clone Wars. And I'm just being honest. I do feel like it's the kid character that has sort of hurt the series for me. But I'm an adult. So here's why I don't fucking lose my mind and complain. And I hope people can just respect my fucking opinion. It's got nothing to do with anything else. It's just got something to do with the show. To me would be cooler if you have these guys who are mercenaries out there killing and taking names. I'm just being honest. But the show's also for kids. And the kids, I'm sure, love Omega. She got a little crossbow, a little purple, bow and arrow type of thing. That's fun. I don't know how her hand doesn't immediately melt off every time she touches that laser. She put a glove on, but, is a glove going to prohibit a laser from cutting your hand in two?
I don't fucking know, dude.
I don't know how
I don't
you're
know.
able
I'm
to
sorry.
to hold back a laser string. But so even that, actually, now that I think about it, that bothers me a little. Nevertheless, it's a good show. Is it great? We'll see. I'm not going to say, we're going to watch the whole series and we're going to talk about it.
Yes.
Not every single Yaddle Channel episode will be fully dedicated to the Bad Batch like Andor, because Andor was a rich, big series for adults.
Yes, it was.
Okay? Which is why we'll go to the email.
Okay.
So we're putting a bow on Bad Batch. Final thoughts? Do you like it?
Yeah, it's okay.
It's a good show. See, that's yeah.
Like I'll
I feel similar. I hate to say it. Darth David feels similarly to Jedi Jared. And Star Wars, people, we're 38 episodes in. People who've listened to the first 37 episodes know I make excuses to like Star Wars. I am the guy who likes all things Star Wars, so much to the point where people have called me a shill. And I go, it's funny. Shills need to fucking get paid.
one day, David.
If I don't get money, how can I be a shill? Bad Batch, though, lukewarm. I love the animation, and I even like the Bad Batch guys. Not working for me, Omega. I'm sorry. That's my hot take. The character's not working for
Honestly,
me. The character is not as good or interesting as Ahsoka Tano, and no character in that form has been as good as Ahsoka. I'm going to keep even say it. Same thing goes with Ezra. Okay? I mean, Grogu is different. He's a little Yoda. He doesn't speak English and blah, blah, blah. So we're going to not count him. But Ezra was diminishing returns, and now Omega's even more diminishing returns. Stop it with the kid characters, okay? They're bringing the show down.
Like, I don't
And now it's repetitive.
If they needed a kid-like character, they could have easily done, like, a kid-like droid.
We don't need it.
But
We've
no,
seen the kid character.
They have to have a kid character.
Why? The Clone Wars. Well, they did. Rebels. Oh, they did too. So because we're doing a cartoon,
Yes.
there has to be a kid.
Unless
That's fucking stupid. When I was a kid, I just brought up the A-Team. When I was a kid, I watched that show.
Was that a cartoon?
No,
I
but
know
the
Mr.
point
T-
is,
Mr. T, how
kids don't need to always be watching
No,
kids.
I
Is
get-
my point.
No, I agree with you because we grew up with
How
that.
many kids are in fucking Star Wars? And don't give me that Luke and Leia. What, I'm talking kids, little kids. 0.
Besides Anakin?
I meant episode 4 is what I meant.
No. There's like no kids.
Right. I was a kid, right? Every kid in the world loved fucking Star Wars. Loved The Empire Strikes Back and loved Return of the Jedi. And guess what, folks? There were no fucking kids.
Do you think
Jesus.
Do you think that
It's so simplistic and like just like amazingly simplistic, lame thinking.
All right.
Oh, we're gonna have a kids show. Let's make sure there's a kid in it. No, fuck that. Come on.
can I throw something out?
Jesus.
Can I throw something out there?
Please.
That's might be studio production notes.
And that's why that's why people get nervous about sometimes what's going on with Star Wars. Now, I'm the guy who defends Star Wars all the time. I love them on Disney Plus. I've enjoyed the prequel, the sequel movies. I mean, I had my issues, my creative issues with certain ones, but nevertheless, I'm usually positive. I'm gonna stick with the Bad Batch. We're doing it. We're doing the show, but they better pick up the game. That's all. If I gotta watch the fucking kid, you know, I don't need every episode to be Hunter wants to do something and the kid looks at him and does the little voice and then all of a sudden morals and here's morals and I'm going to do the right thing. I don't need it. It's fucking dull as shit. How about that? How about this? Ready? You want me to be blunt? It's played out, boring and shitty, which is why George Lucas himself didn't do it. It was already a cliche. Star Wars cage match, please.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no. The email.
We'll do the email and we'll talk with the one article. So this is from our friend Tom Cody.
Louder.
I'm
Hold
sorry. I'm getting a little.
Clear the voice. Clear the voice. Louder.
Clear the voice. Speak nice and loud.
So this-
into the
Fuck
microphone.
me, I'm
If you
losing
look
it.
at me, please look at the monitor.
Okay. This is from our friend Tom Cody. Happy New Year, Darth David and Jedi Jared. I'll do it just like you wanted. Saw this article about Solo 2. See attached with link in info. Hope both of you had a good holiday. Mine, in a nutshell, sucked.
Oh.
I slipped on ice Christmas Eve.
Oh, no.
And broke a bone in my ankle.
Oh, shit.
I will be on
Tom
crutches.
Cody.
Yeah, he's been a long time.
No,
since
I know.
Father. For a minimum of 6 weeks, maybe longer.
Oh, fuck.
Can't drive, can't shower.
No.
So minus 1,000 points for me.
No.
But
Can't do that.
plus 1,000 points for Darth David, Sith Stanley, and Jedi Jared.
No. Tom Cody, you are not getting negative 1,000. We are going to take Jared's 1,000. We're going to multiply it
Wait,
by
hold on.
5.
Hold on.
And you're getting
No,
5,000
no.
points.
Do all of this with Palpatine. He'll really appreciate that.
Tom Cody, you will not have your 1,000 points deducted from your score, as you've been such a loyal Yaddlehead fan, Yaddlehead supporter, Yaddle Channel. So as a result, Tom Cody, we have decided to take Jared's 1,000 points, multiply them by 5, and give them to you, Tom.
Wait, that would be minus 5,000 points.
We take Jared's minus 1,000 points, multiply them by minus 5, and that will give you the 5,000 points, Tom Cody. And I did the arithmetic. correctly. My name is Darth David. Over and out, gang.
I gotta think of a better Sith, out. My out isn't as evil as it could be.
Congratulations, you've just gotten yourself another 10,000 points.
Boom!
Hope you feel better, Tom. So
Now,
I've got
did you assign me those 10,000 or Tom Cody?
Tom did. He
If
said-
I had done the Emperor?
yeah.
Perfect.
I know a little bit about. I'm just a little bit about this stuff.
Yeah, barely.
Just a little. So, special cage match tonight.
Okay. Special cage match. Let's go.
This is a hypothetical situation. I want to put you in, Darth David.
Fine. Monitor me, though. Tell it to the monitor. You can see me on the monitor. I look at you on the monitor.
How many Ewoks could you take on in a cage match?
Oh, God. So you're ripping off Ron and Fez, who had a discussion of how many 10-year-olds we could beat up.
I thought we discussed this off mic.
We can't verbatim steal material from other people.
You literally said we could.
When did you ask me this?
Yes.
Oh, then I was fucking glug glug.
Are you kidding me? This was right after. This is right after we recorded 2 weeks ago.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I don't remember that at all.
Yes.
I can't do it. I have. Well, okay. What's the question, real quick?
How many Ewoks
'cause
could
I do
you
like to
take
play.
in a match?
I mean, I could definitely take 12.
You think you could
I
take
mean,
12?
let's at least give
Are they
Ron
armed?
and Fez the credit then, and say that they had a segment once because I was on the show. That's why I feel comfortable with this, which was how many 10-year-olds could you beat up in a row or whatever. 12. As far as Ewoks go, no doubt I can take on 12. I have a lot of confidence because of the height. I'm gonna be kicking a lot. And I'm going to be able to kick 5 or 6 guys right in the fucking face. So fucking hard. Their little goddamn Ewok teeth will go flying out of their stupid fucking heads. And then what are they going to do? How are they going to barbecue me if they're just going to fucking gum on my arms? It'll feel like a fucking massage. Okay? As far as the second half of Ewoks, they'll probably be jumping on my back and shit. I get that. But at the same time, you reach behind, you're throwing elbows, you're twisting around. These little fuckers got nothing on me. Nothing. Okay? I have wrestled against Mr. USA Tony Atlas, a WWE Hall of Famer. Okay? Gilbert. Okay, the light heavyweight champion in WWE 25 years ago. All right? You ever hear of a guy named Tito Santana? Okay? Arriba! Okay? Tito Santana, WWE Hall of Famer. I took him on recently. Okay, you think Wicket or the Little Medicine Man with the fucking necklace? He was the Mr. T of Ewoks, wasn't he? The Little Medicine Man, the gray one who had all the goddamn necklaces. I was like looking at it like you're like the Mr. T Ewoks. You know, I'll take those fucking necklaces. First, I'll choke you out with one of them, and then I'll shove the others right up your ass.
Okay.
Right? If you motherfuckers think you're gonna take my head off and play like a bongo, like at the end of Return of the Jedi with the Stormtroopers, you got another thing coming, motherfuckers. Take out 12 Ewoks.
12 Ewoks.
Like that.
You know, I don't think you give yourself enough credit. I was going to say you could probably take on 15 or 16 of them.
I probably could. If I trained, I feel like I could take on 20. Maybe even 25. This was just going in cold. You know, all of a sudden, I walk out of my house right now, and all of a sudden there's 12 fucking Ewoks around.
You get jumped by a gang of Ewoks.
I get mugged by 12 fucking... It's like Clockwork Orange. Ewok Orange. It's a fucking great name.
Oh, actually, Wedge, can you do that?
Ewok Orange. There you go. That's a good one. It's like Clockwork Orange. Same thing. So that's what... Okay, and then what do you think? What could you do?
How many Ewoks I could take on?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not as tall as you.
You'd have to pay them to let them kick them in the face, just like your karate instructor.
Yeah. Okay. Now I probably could take on 7 or 8.
No way.
I'm completely out of shape.
I agree. That's why I don't think that 7 or 8. I think
when I was like,
I think 2 would probably kill you.
No.
Maybe 3.
No.
Because I think if each one would grab a leg, and then the last one would just eat your face.
No.
I think you would struggle with 3 Ewoks. I really do.
I could take on 7 or 8 right now. Yeah, oh, absolutely. I'm completely out of shape, but I could take on 7 or 8.
3.
No, because I would use one as a fucking weapon against the rest of them.
That's a good move. If you could pull that off. Don't forget, these guys are little biters. They're not easy to hold. That's why I do the kick and the fucking that kind of thing.
You can still pick them up.
The problem is, with all due respect, I have a huge height advantage. Some of those Ewoks, they're not that much shorter than you.
What are you talking about?
The taller Ewoks.
None of them break like 4 feet. Okay, I tower over all of them.
There were a couple of the Ewok basketball players in the back that you didn't see.
Oh.
They were practicing.
Oh, okay.
They're 5 feet.
Oh, that should be something else, like the Ewok Harlem Globetrotters.
Oh, no.
Okay, we're gonna wrap things up.
That's it.
That was fun though. A little different.
Not really. Felt like the exact same show of 2022, but I'm still excited to be back. Yes. Let's go.
We still didn't even get to our high theories yet.
Oh shit.
But that's for next time.
week.
Next time. We'll lead out of the gate with that one.
Yes.
I hope I've talked loud enough throughout the whole show today.
I believe you have.
I'm trying
I believe you
I
have.
really am working on it.
No, so what we're just gonna do.
That's my New Year's resolution.
Is continue to sit where we sit, which is I sit about 8 inches from the microphone, and you now have to sit 1 inch from the microphone, which you were all episode long. Because you have a very meek little Jedi voice, where I have a very powerful Sith voice. See, that's the difference between Darth David and Jedi Jared. I got the power, you don't.
Okay, fine, whatever. You can check us out on eastsidedavecountry.com, Eastside Dave TV on YouTube. You can also check us out wherever you get your podcasts from. Apple, iTunes, Spotify. Are we on Stitcher yet?
We're on Stitcher.
Okay,
But Stitcher is unreliable as far as the service goes. It's not. Stitcher's seen its heyday. We're on Stitcher. Check it out. But
Okay.
Amazon, iTunes, Spotify, or my website, Eastside Dave Country, for the audio versions.
You can follow Eastside Dave across all social media platforms at Eastside Dave. Email me with questions, comments, original artwork. I guess, Wedge, you have your assignment for next week at yaddlechattel@gmail.com.
That'll do it.
That's
We're
it.
gonna get out of here. Gotta thank you all. Yaddle Channel's back. 2023 is ours, baby. Let's rock and roll. Good night, everybody!
Everyone. Good night.